Hello beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane, and I'm going to be doing another look back at the videos that, well, in this case, this was one of, I think, the top 5 on my channel. I think it almost got 9,000 views. So I decided to revisit it. It was published on April 17, 2021. I gave it a title. It goes, get ready, this is happening fast, so you better listen to it, or something like that. At the time, I was very much optimizing all the titles to match other big YouTubers, but, you know, trying to at least keep it relevant. I think a lot of tarot readers did this at the time too. So it's a strategy, right, to get people in to watch. And nothing wrong with that. Most people do that. But yeah, this is like 18 minutes long. I don't know if I'm going to use the same decks. I haven't decided yet. I think it's the Crystal Power Tarot and the Angel Tarot that were in there, I think. I think I saw just the thumbnail, so we will start and see. I hope that you're enjoying these. What I like doing with these videos, Pisces, is just looking, if it's your first time here, I like looking at what was said then and how we've come to pass today. So that was April 17, 2021. We are now in June 2024. So I want to know, like, in 3 years, what's, you know, if we've made any movement forward, especially energetically wise. Okay, so let's go.
Hello and welcome back to Intuitive Energies.
Oh
my
my
name is Jane,
God.
and this is my tarot channel. Absolutely. Yeah, I was trying to talk and put all the cards down at the same time, and I realized it wasn't working at all. So I'm starting from scratch, the video. So you're not going to see me shuffling, oh, poor you. Okay, so I put all these cards down. This is Saturday night, so I do Saturday night, I do a little different. What I do is I'm doing a tarot spread tonight. It's the 4 elements tarot spread, so you're going to have the 4 elements here that are going to be represented here. There's air, fire, earth, and water. Okay, the middle is where you are now. Top is your strength, your weakness, and now top is your strength, your weakness, and the 2 sides is your past and your future. So I figured it might be interesting because we had such a great reading this morning that we could do one. And
Oh, Lord. Okay, so I guess I'm going to have to. So, yay, look at you. You're going to be part of this little experiment. So let's see here. I'm just going to go and get the deck in question that we need, because we need this deck. Oh, it's like playing a game of Jenga. Somebody actually said that to do with the extra bits and pieces. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. Okay, so which deck did I use? Was it the Nordique? It might be the Nordique Tarot. I know it's one of these decks. I'm just going to put my singing bowl here because the decks are over there. It is literally a game of Jenga. So if I take one deck out, the rest are going to fall down. So I'm just going to check it out. Yes, it is. Okay, so it's the magical. See, it's right here. All right. We are good. And this pink deck I still have somewhere here. So let's see if I can take it out. Look at me. Look at me. Organize in less than 5 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to pull out, I'm going to shuffle and do the same configuration, and I'm going to trust Spirit. They heard where the placements need to be. So I'm going to do the 4 elements first. Oh, I'm going to put that there. I'm going to go across now. Want to cross. Okay. That one and this one came out. Okay. For a cross. I'm just going to push that a little bit here. Okay. All right. 2 came out for, or 3. 3 came out for this side. That should be interesting. Okay. And then 1 come out for this 2. Sorry. 2. All right. So now we need the 3 in the middle. You didn't see that. So there's 2 that came out. Wow, there's a lot of cards coming out. There's more. Okay. You didn't see that. You didn't see any of that. So it's called the 4 elements. Okay. And okay, so the 3 in the middle, and then you have the 2 on the side. So we'll go this side first. Okay, you guys, I'm seeing a lot of swords here. It's not good. It's not good. All right. Okay, so all the cards are out. I'm just going to back it up a little bit so we can see exactly what it is. And then we're going to review with our cards here. Okay. All right. Because my camera isn't as far up, I'm going to have to put the stuff in the camera view. Tell me, do you like the camera closer, or do you like it like this one, where it's like a little more like central?
Okay, the middle is where you are now. Top is your strength.
Let me see. We'll back it up. Back it up.
Doing a tarot spread today.
Okay.
Tonight. It's the 4 elements tarot spread, so you're going to have the 4 elements here that are going to be represented here. There's air, fire, earth, and water. Okay. The middle is where you are now. Top is your strength,
weakness,
and the 2 sides is your past and your future. So I figured it might be interesting because we had such a great reading this morning that we could do
say what the middle was.
And plus, I can let you know, I have a giveaway going on.
Oh.
Please write what you are grateful for in the comment section.
Yeah.
Please make sure that you have subscribed and put that notification bell to all.
Okay.
Okay. Please make sure that what you're grateful for is, you know, I understand you can be grateful for being grateful, but, you know, switch it up every once in a while. Make it, you know, I don't know, just, you know what I mean, right?
You know what I mean.
So, you're still entered if you write that, but if you write it more...
Okay, so there is no giveaway in this video, just in case you're listening to this and going, I'm gonna, but you can still write what you're grateful for in the comments section, okay? What am I grateful for today? I am grateful for... oh, I don't know. There's so many things. I'm grateful for rain. It's raining. The vegetation needs it outside. All the wild plants are growing that offer food to the animals. I'm grateful to feel good today. I'm grateful that I feel better every day. I'm grateful for my grounding. I have a grounding mat, and I put it in my bed. I know it's weird, but it's... You can, right? You just put it, and my legs were really in pain, and I just put the grounding mat there, and within like 10 minutes, I started feeling better. It's like magic. Like, honestly, it's a little magical. So, I don't know if it's a lot of it is in your head or things are actually happening, but, you know, hey, whatever. Okay, if it's psychosomatic, I love it. If it's actually happening, I love it. I'm not fighting the forces of good, so I'm just going with it. I don't know, I have so much to be careful. I'm grateful for Cafe Coco. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, I am this morning. Feels good. I don't know. I'm grateful for, I've been doing a little bit of cleaning last week in my house, and it stayed clean pretty much, so I'm happy with that. I don't know. I've got a lot. I'm grateful for a lot of things. So, without further ado, let's keep going.
Than once. Like, if you write the same thing every day, I'm not going to enter you every day. Please enter only once a day. You can write you're grateful for twice. but I'll only enter you once a day regardless because I keep it.
Okay, a little on the side. If you look at Jane's nails here, and it's weird talking to yourself in third person, but if you look at her nails here, they are very purpley. Like, it looks blue here, but they're actually purple, which matches the card, which also looks blue, but there's purple. Okay? And today, I didn't pick this video before I came here, before I did my nails. I did my nails last night, my first coat, and I did the second coat before I started today. And now my nails are also a shade of lilac, but they match the other part. The part I match in the video is this color, okay, this color, and the part I match in this video is this color. Coincidence? I think not. I think not. But hey, there's a little magic for you, right? Magic trick. How did she do that? Okay.
Ongoing list, okay?
Okay.
If you love this channel, which you should, please make sure to press that like before you take off. If you want to support me in any other way, it's in the description box below. I have an Etsy page with cups
Nope.
and stickers and magnets.
No more.
I also have PayPal. I have
Nope.
Patreon. That's strictly
I have
for
Patreon.
donations, but it's going to be like a Facebook one-on-one kind of group thing. You'll get to see the videos there, but I'll have
A few things have changed over the years.
which cards I use and stuff like that. So, you know, it's for people who want to donate on a monthly basis. I have 3, 5, and 7. Doesn't matter which one, you get to be included. It's I'm doing it more for people who want to donate, but you know are hard. They don't want to donate, you know, their lives. So and it helps me a little.
And the reason I put it instead of 3, 6, 9 and I put it 3, 5, and 7 is because I wanted to keep the prices low for everybody. But then I realized I like 3, 6, 9, so I put them at 3, 6, 9. Except for, of course, YouTube, who won't do $3. It's $2.99, $5.99, and $8.99.
But it still offers you something. Okay. All right. So let's see here. Let's start. I'm going to validate all of these cards with my beautiful Dark Forest Tarot deck. That's on Etsy. It's not on Amazon. This one is on Amazon, but I have a few copies of this that I'm going to be using in giveaways in future months coming up. Alright, so first one is, where am I at now? Let's see. Oh, wow. Empowerment. Do I really even need to validate that? I will, just because, well, these are pretty cards, and I took them out, so, wow, okay. Okay, so you have the Page of Wands, and you have the High Priestess, which is beautiful, okay? The Page of Wands is impulsive new ideas. These impulsive new ideas, these beautiful things that you have started doing for yourself, this new fearlessness of just being so confident in yourself, being optimistic and having bright ideas, it has empowered you in a way that you are just able to come right out of your shell and be the best that you can be. It feels wonderful when you get to this stage. You can go full days feeling completely awesome with yourself. And I wholeheartedly suggest it, okay? It feels very good when you kind of, I don't know, you kind of feel well within yourself. A lot of times it's hard. We move on from one thing to the next thing to the next thing, and we just always want more. And in this case, well, for a lot of us, we're getting there to the point where we're going to actually sit and be bored, and that's okay, okay? You have to realize it's okay to be bored. It's okay to sit in the sun. It's okay to just let let life go by at a slower pace.
And as you guys know, I really like the word okay. So, I remember at the beginning when I used to say it a lot. I probably still do. It's because I'm talking to you as a friend. It's like, do you understand? Okay? You know? And I got a lot of flack for it. And after a while, I just didn't care. But that's just the way it is, right? You work on yourself as you go along. This seems like a really good beginning for this reading. yours for today is going to be a little different. I feel like I just had a ta-dum-dump, but anyway, that's okay.
If anything else, the pandemic has for sure taught us that, okay? All right, so next up, my strength will go.
Okay, we're going to stop it there because I want to talk about this one in the middle. You had the Seven of Cups with the Five of Swords. Yikes. A little different than that. But it's not all bad. What I'm seeing here is how you're feeling is that, of course, you have choices to make. But if you look at choices and depending on which side, I feel that you're really assessing to see which is the best side. Where you have less chance of being defeated in whatever you're doing. So I think that's what you're really thinking about. Which side is the best? Which side is the winning side? It's the only thing that I maybe like less about this is the fact that you are using mostly your mind to come up with this decision, and we tend to do that all the time. We tend to do that all the time. Even when I look at analytics for this channel, I tend to go of the mind. Well, I rationalize what I should do when this whole channel is based on intuition. And I remember a reader, and which I will not name, of which I took a course for, but he said that most of the time the stuff that he was giving would apply to just regular channels, but tarot channels, for some reason, things didn't work out the same way. And I think it is based because on intuition. I think that the divine has something to do with it. Maybe they need you to take it a different way. I just think it's just based very differently in the way that it comes through. Okay, so we're going to carry on. I'm not going to get stuck on anything in particular, but you take away what you need from this.
The Empress, nurturing, caring. The Empress is also the card of creativity. Okay, it's giving birth to new ideas. So, big surprise there. That's too many. Okay, let's start that again. Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay, so we have the Page of Pentacles and the King of Wands here with the Empress cards. This is saying you've taken the lead in your ideas. Okay, and again, the Page of Pentacles, it's good news. It's solid beginnings. It's being a student, okay? This is being a hard worker. New job, new project, new investment. Being a student, being the apprentice, okay? So this is really good. You took control. You've learned something new. You've learned probably a lot of things new for yourself. It could be something new for real, as a new job, new love, new everything, or it could just be your new sense of self, like we were talking about this morning. And if you didn't see that video, I would stop everything and go see it now. It was like the most remarkable reading ever. Okay, so this is saying that you have taken a lead. You have become like a student again, but in the most optimistic of ways, and you've opened up your creative flow in the most nurturing way possible. You're letting things in. Beautiful. Okay? Next up is your weaknesses.
Okay, so your strengths for this, because we were talking about making choices and seeing which side to go on. You had a lot of cards come in for your strength. Your strength is knowing that progress, let's see here, the 4 cards that came out. The Knight of Pentacles is patience. You have it in spades. With the years and everything that we've been through, especially pandemic-wise, it has come in handy to be very patient. You've probably found new ways to be patient. The next one is the Three of Swords, and it's written Affairs of the Heart, but this deck, I never really go with the wording because it's, I don't know, it doesn't really, this is one of the decks that, whatever. I'm not getting into that right now. But Affairs of the Heart is, we'll just say this is seeing the truth in things, okay? Seeing what your heart sees as the truth. I'll use that. Your heart can see things more clearly than your mind can. So this is a strength of yours. Coming in to clarify that was the Queen of Swords saying, look, don't make mountains out of molehills. Use your better judgment to do things. And there's the Knight of Cups with the heart, okay? So intense emotions don't always mean that it's the correct way of doing it. The Knight of Cups has got a lot of intensity coming in. This is your strength. Your strength is having patience, knowing that you're going to have intensity of emotions, and sometimes it's going to make you feel things really intensely. But it's to see the truth, right, in the matter. It's to see what's really there, what needs to be fixed and healed, and using your better judgment and wisdom to move forward in that. So there you go.
Okay, so here we have the Ten of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Okay, so right here is responsibility and good fortune. But what I'm seeing, it's right here, what I'm seeing with these is that you tend to overburden yourself going for that pot of gold. Okay, so whatever you are trying to achieve, you tend to overburden yourself. You go overboard, okay? You do too much. I completely understand. Trust me. I completely understand. Left to my own devices, I would overburden myself to the point of complete burnout. So don't feel bad. It is something, it is a weakness. And, you know, you're that person in the interview when they say, what's your worst flaw? And you say, yeah, I work too hard. Sometimes I, burn out trying to do too much for the company. It's not a lie. It's not a lie, right? But this is a weakness. You have to break out of that pattern. That devil card. Nice to come up, doesn't it? You have to move out of that pattern. Just because you're doing more, just because you're doing less doesn't mean you deserve less, okay? I'm not saying not to work at all, but I'm saying know when to stop, okay? Know when to release some of that, what's the word here, spirit, that, oh God, I said it the other day, workaholic type vibe, right? Let go of that workaholic type vibe in this case, okay? You're working too hard, you're putting too much on your back here to make things happen, okay? You have to work a little, see what works, play with it a little, and then let it come to you, okay? Let it come to you. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the elements, right? Right, we're talking about the elements.
Okay. So, your weakness in this reading. So, in this one, I see like you have, insight, you have new things coming in, you have the Empress, and this reading right here. And at the bottom, it's like, oh, a lot of, I persevere, I keep doing, but it's like breaking out of patterns. You have to break yourself out of patterns. This one here, okay? Your weakness is tending to mental conflict is the Nine of Swords. It's anxiety, driving yourself around the bend, and then being unable to make a decision. This is your weakness. And I could have told you that from right the middle right here, because you have the choices and deciding which side. You're putting a lot of emphasis these days on your mental and I'm going to tell you something that's coming in as we go into a default mode where we just go to our mental brain, right, to make the decisions, because this is what we've been taught, and that's the way we've been, just programmed to go. Use your mental brain, use your judgment, use your mental judgment to make decisions. And we don't really confer with any other part. Does this feel good? Did this feel okay? So, yeah, we're going to continue on here.
Okay, so first we're going to start with air. Where is my mindset? And it's up here. Okay, Eight of Cups, doorways, Entry of Wands, freedom. Nice. Okay, so the Eight of Cups is your mindset is moving on towards freedom, towards something new, okay? So you're working at, your mind is going, I want to get to where I want to go, okay? Let's clarify that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it means. That's where your head's at, okay? You don't want to be tied down anymore. You don't want this anymore. You want to be moving on to something better, something nicer. Okay, right. Page of Cups and the Hermit. Look at that. Page of Cups and the Hermit, right? So this is you, the dreamer. And the Hermit is introspection. So you're always thinking of where you're going to go next, Pisces. What are you going to do next? What is really out there for you, waiting for you? What is really going to like set your feet in motion and really get you there, okay? So that's in your mind. That's in your mind. Okay, 5 is fire. Where is my passion?
Okay, so mind for this reading. And I like this. This is short and sweet and lovely. And I think that's what you need to be focusing, because I see a lot of mind in the middle here. And I think this is what you need to be focusing on. The Two of Pentacles, they have the word ambition. You have things that you're juggling and adapting to. But the Lover's card came in. And I think that's great. You want to harmonize. There's a duality here. There's a balance asking to be found. In other words, you want to balance out your mind. You don't want it to take over anymore. You don't want to be the only thing. You want to balance it out with the rest of yourself to bring on well-being and good decisions in the mind element. And you should. That is actually what you should be doing, focusing on. Like I said, an imbalance of mind is one that causes lots of problems, can cause a ton of problems. So you actually do want to be doing this, okay? All right, so we're going to keep going, and I forgot what she said, but... The
Hierophant, knowledge, okay? It's written knowledge at the bottom, we're going to taking. That's learning and teaching. Wow, okay, that one just keeps flying out. You have the Ace of Wands in here. The Ace of Wands is absolutely telling you, is my passion. So that's in your mind. That's in your mind.
Okay.
Okay, 5 is fire. Where is my passion?
Okay, so she's looking at passion, fire, and in your fire you have the Page of Cups, which, by the way, in this reading was on this side, and the Three of Wands, freedom. Playfulness and freedom. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to let her talk. I'm going to pull some cards from the clarifier, and we're going to go.
The Hierophant, knowledge. Okay, it's written knowledge at the bottom, you're going to taking. That's learning and teaching. Wow, okay, that one just keeps flying out. You have the Ace of Wands in here. The Ace of Wands is absolutely telling you, go for it, okay? The Ace of Wands is telling you everything is good, okay? You're inspired to begin something new all the time. You're always hungry for knowledge, and you're very passionately looking for it. Always, always. Okay? That's not a surprise either, Pisces. We are that way. That's who we are, right? That's how we are. That's the way our life goes. Okay.
All right. So I say, okay, again. If this is fire, you have playfulness, the Three of Wands. You also have the Two of Wands. So there's a lot of planning into what you want in trusting the universe. And you're using fire energy here to help you through this. If you're not, I feel that it's asking you to. It's asking you to utilize more than your mind. It's to utilize your passion. Okay? This would be the power, the orange chakra, the power chakra, the red chakra, all of the bottom chakras, using that propelling to move you forward, okay? Not just up in the mind, but also very much in the fire energy, what really moves you. So you have fire in fire, which is good. It's good because it's supposed to be in there. Okay, it's supposed to be in there to inspire you to go, to trust the universe, to do things. I love these things right here. You have a lot of twos going on here in this reading. And a lot of things that end up being two as well. So you have two here, you have the lovers that are two, the two here. There's a lot of trying to balance out things. Even this four is two twice. So I feel that you're trying to balance yourself out a lot.
So, next up 6, we have Earth. Where is my career and finances? Oh, let's see. Renewable Wheel of Fortune. Oh my God. Okay, so you have the Ace of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune, so yeah, very good. Okay, if your finances are not there, you can get them there, Pisces. Okay, that's what that's saying. It's very nice. It's very nice, right? The Ace of Pentacles. You have an opportunity for real concrete growth. This is what they're saying right here. So don't be discouraged on where you're going. This is absolutely letting you know where you're going. Okay? And you're going in a very good direction financially. Okay? You just have to believe in it. Believe in it, Pisces. Okay, water. Where?
Okay, so in Pentacles, in this one, you had two aces. Now, Pisces, this was interesting. You have the two tens, and the best tens, and the Chariot in between. And right away, the message that came out is that you have real potential in the work that you're doing here, even though it seems like this stuff is like a lot of like weeding out and figuring out. The stuff that you're figuring out is going to bring happiness and dividends if you're guiding it in the right direction. If you are riding that chariot in the way you're meant to. So, wow. Like, that's why I went, whoa, in the middle of that. Because you have two Aces, you have the Ace of Pentacles there, and you have the Ace of Cups. And here you have the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. This is a direct message, like a direct, like, there you go. So, look at this. A balancing out. Okay? This is like fair rewards. This is fairly compensated for the work you do. That's all I'm going to pull for that one. Because that one had 2 and this one has 3, but I only pulled 1. So I'm now, this is you. This is saying that in a pentacle sort of way, okay, if this has some material gains to have. Now, I'm not promising you're going to have that tomorrow, but whatever you're working on right now, that you're trying to figure out the problems, trying to figure out the blocks, how to, you know, adapt to what you need to, the adaptation of the mind to the fire. It's, yeah, okay. Joyfulness and contentment and movement. Movement into joyfulness and contentment. Okay, you guys, you know, like whether it's money or not, I can do with a lot of joyfulness and contentment. Let's just bring that. I'll take it. I'll take it. So yeah, that one may look a lot like fluffier, I guess I would call it. And this one for today is a lot more like in your face. But it feels like the work you put in here is going to bring in a 10. This is bringing in opportunities. This is making those opportunities pan out. Yeah. Okay. Like it. Let's go.
My emotions and relationships. Page of Wands. Emotions and relationships. Page of Wands. Okay, so this is new. Okay, this is good news, new ideas. This is really nice. This is fun, playing, active. Wands is the sign of sexuality too. So wherever you're at, it could be a new relationship, it could be an old relationship that feels new again, okay? And that could be because of you. That could be because of you. Because if you're feeling good, then no surprise, okay? Right? Stability. Stability and new, okay? So money's good, relationships are good. So do you see where all this hard work is getting you, Pisces? Okay? If it's not perfect, we're not saying perfect, we're saying potential for really, really good, okay? All of this root work, all of this chakra work that you've been doing, it is bringing you to a space that things are going to be very, very, very good. All right.
Okay. For your heart space, you have the Justice card, which came out again, balance and battles. And you know what? In the heart, I love these words, 2 B's. Balancing out your battles. And I think that is exactly what this is. You're balancing out the mind so that you can win those battles, so that you can really find your way out. And this has to be done with the heart space. It has to be done with the heart space. And there you go. You got the 2. Okay, this is the balance. This is what I'm talking about. There's the 2s, the dualities are coming in. They're coming in over and over again to remind me. The 2 of Wands, the 2 of Pentacles, the 2 lovers, the 2 lovers here. It's all saying put things back into balance in your life. When you do, mucho rewards, big things coming in. Not only that, it will help your heart. Okay, it will help your heart. Having seen all these swords at the beginning, I was like, oh God, this is low. But you know, I see as it goes out into the elements are actually showing you just how to make things better. And I think that works. That works for me. I like it. I like it very much. All right. So we're going that way. Let's see.
So, past.
Past.
Where am I coming from? The devil. Boundaries. Here we go. Okay. Showed up twice. Okay. This is where you want to get out of. Absolutely. My weaknesses. That's your past. Okay. Right. You realize that the game wasn't all about you giving, about you being restricted in one spot. The game was about giving and taking, okay? It can't be about you taking all the brunt. It can't be about you feeling stuck all the time, okay? There has to be a generous amount of give and take in every situation, and that was your past, okay? Maybe the scales were not even. And you needed to get out of that. You needed to get away from that. And that's okay. Okay? All right, future.
That's okay, okay? All right, so you have the 8 of Swords, and it's restriction. Your past has been about restricting your activity, which makes complete sense, probably from the mind. In this here, I really like the explanation of the devil with rebalancing. And I feel it's the same. You were restricted. Okay, the devil is about restriction, and so is this. And this came in reverse. I'm going to leave it. I don't think I was doing reverse at that point yet, but I do now. So we're going to do it. It's about not feeling alone anymore. Okay, and I'm saying okay, okay. This is about leaving that kind of feeling behind. The feeling of alienation, of separating yourself from everything, even yourself sometimes, is the restrictive force that was abolished and destroyed. You're not separate from anything. You need to reconnect yourself to everything. That's a falsehood, and it's wrong. Okay? Even if you're living in a city where you are basically alone, you are part of the ecosystem of that city. You're not alone. Yes, somebody else can live in your apartment, but still, if you go somewhere else, you become part of that ecosystem. We're not alone. We're just not alone. But we believe it in our minds. We create that void, that great big void of aloneness. I'm so alone. Not alone. not alone. Not at all. You do have your guides, okay? Go to your guides. You don't know them, it's fine. I don't care if you call them Felix, Garfield, if they're a cat, if they're a dragon, if they're... Talk to your guides. Get connected. Get familiar with them. Let the intuition come in. It's the intuition that's more important. It's the hits that they give you. I hear words, I hear things. They're very straight with me. Very straight with me. I like it. The more you, it's like the more you practice connecting, the better you get at it. Because you realize where you have to be energetically to connect, to get clear. It's like a clear signal. It's like, remember the rabbit ears? We used to, for some of you, you may not know what this is. Rabbit ears. We needed to get signal to our TV. So we had these like, we called them rabbit ears, but they were two, I'm going to say metal poles, but they're probably like aluminum sticks. I don't know. Don't shoot the messenger here, please. Literally, don't shoot the messenger. But they would retract, and you could move them around. You could and they look like rabbit ears. That's why. And you would move them, and the signal to your TV would get better. You see them doing that in old movies. They play with the rabbit ears on a TV. This is how you get to spirit too. You play with the rabbit ears of your energy. You extend it so that you can rise higher and receive better. You get better signal when you're in a better mood. Contentment, joy, and happiness are always a much better way of receiving signal from spirit. So in that way, it's very, very similar. Okay? So, you've left that behind here. Let's continue.
Where am I going? The Chariot. Oh, movement. You're moving. You're a mover and a shaker. Pisces. Beautiful. Okay, let's see.
And this is saying, where are you going to be in the future? And we are in the future. And look. In your pentacles, you have the Chariot that brought you to where? Contentment and joyfulness. Ben le, as my French ancestors would say. Ben le. Which means well then.
Okay, in this case, the Page of Swords, he is acting like somebody with great mental skills, okay? In the late Sears Tarot, the Page of Swords is somebody who is full of bright ideas. The light bulb hasn't gone off yet, but they're just about to take off, okay? With the Page of Swords, as always with me, he's my little troublemaker card, so be careful in what direction this little guy is taking you and what he's telling you, okay? Because that little voice in your head that's filled with pride can sometimes make you believe that you are going in the wrong direction. But if you really listen to the inside of yourself and your inner guidance and the Hermit here, okay, your inner wisdom, you know absolutely full well where you're going and how you're going to get there. So don't let that little guy get you. Let him steer you in a new optimistic direction. Just don't let him shift the mood to something else, because these new ideas, they're new, okay? So there's an amount of innocence, a little bit of ignorance, but also just there's no experience, okay? That's all I'm saying. This is not an old situation that you know how to do. You have the tools to maneuver this new situation, but it's still brand new. So in some points it's scary, and if you let that Page of Swords tell you that it's scary, are you getting what I'm saying? You just don't want to get there. So this is you're moving in the right direction. You have the 3 here somewhere, the 3 of Wands towards your freedom, and that's where you want to be moving. This is just a be careful, okay? A little side note. The Page of Swords likes to follow us in our lives, Pisces. We are the ones who lack self-confidence, and this Page of Swords is the moving force behind that insecurity. So you just got to be careful of what kind of energy you feed off of him, okay? Well, I like this reading. I think it's fantastic. I think it's great. I hope you enjoyed it too. I'm going to leave you with this. Tomorrow I do the weekly energies. So we're going to be heading into, I think, the third week. Is it? Yeah, the third week of April. And that's going to be fantastic. Yes. All right. Take care, Pisces. Sending you lots of love and light, lots of blessings to you. I hope you have a fabulous weekend, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care now.
All right. So let's finish this one. Funnily enough, you had the Chariot at the end of this one, and you get the Chariot at this one. Just to let you know that the journey is never, ever over, Pisces. It's never over. There's always something else for you to go into. But what I like is the Four of Cups usually means, you know, a moment of like a pause. But in this card, it's written awareness. So where are you going? You're driving your chariot into awareness, more understanding. I love this. I love this for an ending for today's reading. Because that is, well, it's lovely. Honestly. It's lovely. And again, you have the 2 and 2 and 4. 2, 4 cups. I already mentioned it that this 2 and 2 is 4. You have a lot of 2 energy here. You have a lot of balancing. A lot of duality looking and understanding of the situation. This is really great. I mean, this is great. I love this reading. I liked that one. I feel that it offered a lot of positivity in the time that it was dropped. It gave a lot of insight, a lot of things to work on, as always. But this one, I feel, maybe it's because I'm here today. I feel that this reading today has a lot more meat and potatoes to it, if you know what I mean. I feel that that one was like just beginning. This one is more like we're working on something really substantial. The work that's done here is going to end up amounting to a lot. You know, these tens. This is stuff we've been working on for years now. And yeah, you may say, oh, well, I've been working at a model for years, but I haven't, you know, maybe I've not seen anything. Yes, you have. You have. Every step in every direction that we take is a step in a new place. We're learning new things about ourselves. We're healing old things about ourselves. We're clearing out room. And every time we replace things, sometimes we think that we replace things with equal amounts of the stuff we got rid of, but it's not entirely true. The stuff that we replace it is probably more quality stuff, because we're not going to let the crappy stuff come in. The stuff with the Three of Swords where it's going to end up one day going, well, I need to see the truth of what I'm putting in this, you know, in my goodie bag. I feel like you're just got a backpack, and maybe you've been carrying a weight with you, but when you finally got rid of that weight, you replaced it with something that's equally takes up a lot of your time, but it's got more benefits. Do you understand? It brings more beneficial things to you. So even if it's sometimes a little heavy to carry, it brings in this. It's not just an opportunity. It's not just an ace of pentacles that you put. It's an ace that's turning into a 10 while it's in the backpack. So that's why it's getting heavier, but it's getting heavier in contentment, in joyfulness, and makes every day just a little more bearable, Pisces. Okay? Just a quick way of saying this. I may have to do 10,000 steps a day, and sometimes I think, wow, that's like I give in about 90 minutes of my day to do this, which is a lot of time. A lot of time. I try to put it in here and there. I take 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there. But you know, in the end of the day, I can walk better. My body is svelter. Yes, there's a word. Svelte. Svelte. S-V-E-L-T-E. And it's moving a lot better. I feel more energized, and I feel like I want to do it now, even though it feels some days like, ugh, you know, like, well, that's a lot of time to be giving away. But it's okay. I keep thinking it's well invested, and it's something that I need to keep investing in my life so that I have a quality of life. And the quality of life is showing itself to make me feel a lot better just by walking. Okay, so in the end, some of the things that you have maybe burdened yourself a little bit with is bringing in dividends. It's not just a burden. It's a burden, some days a little bit of a burden, and a big blessing. Do you understand? All right, so here we go. I'm done with this one. Thank you so much for being here. All of the work that you're doing with your brain to rebalance with the rest of yourself, which I've been talking about incessantly probably for a couple of months now, it's all going to help you in your journey forward. It's just rebalancing the scales so that you can make informed decisions without being too over emotional, too mentally driven into the emotional drive. You understand? You think it, and then you have an emotion. If your mental is better, your emotions will be more equal, and it'll feel less dramatic, less painful, more just, I don't know, a better balanced energy. And then you can take the fire and run with it, and you can, have the earthly pentacles come in and help you with the physicality of it. Everything kind of starts working with each other. And that's what we're aiming for this year, so that we can find a worthiness within ourselves and the self-confidence, and take the strength year and make it into something that we can really take a bite out of. It ends up being an apple that's juicy and good, and you can see the efforts of everything that you've done. Thank you so much for being here. I am sending you love, light, and blessings, and I will be back with the oracle message, your favorite. Take good care. Bye for now.